Stopping all automatic updates Windows 10. We've upgraded some machines to Windows 10 and realized there were some updates which updated as required. However, I realized there was no option available to stop the download similar to that on Windows 7 and 8.1. The only way I could stop the download was to stop the Windows Update service. My question is, does anyone know of a way to stop auto updates, or is stopping the service is the only solution?
If you have the Pro Edition, open Group Policy Editor, pedit.msc, search for the Configure Automatic Updates entry, located at and select Notify for Download and Notify for Install. When Windows detects new updates, it shows a toast notification. You can also use the troubleshooter from Update KB3073930 to disable some problematic updates, so that they are not installed again. This is the official way from Microsoft to prevent setup of unwanted updates and drivers. But there is a third-party tool called Windows Update Minute Tool, which allows to select which updates can be installed and allows to block updates like you could in former Windows versions. An alternative to the standard Windows Update, what you can do: check for updates, download updates, installing updates, deleting installed updates, hiding unwanted updates, get direct links to the /x/PSF update files, view update history, configure automatic updates. This tool is like the external PowerShell module's Windows Update, but much more advanced and user-friendly features. The tool relies and use same WU infrastructure. All downloading are through WU, it's not a downloader. The user Slaven app posted a second tool in a comment which allows you to selectively install updates. It is called Windows 10 Manual Update and is available on GitHub. In the Windows 10 Creators Update, there is an option to stop Windows updates for 35 days. Under Settings app, where the Windows Update options are.
One of the most controversial aspects about Windows 10 is Microsoft's decision to make updates obligatory. If you have Windows 10 Pro, Enterprise or Education editions, you can defer updates, but you can't reject them outright. If you're unhappy with Microsoft forcefully installing updates on your system without your say, you can block this function using the W10 privacy. If you haven't heard of this program before, it's well worth checking out, as the software gives you control over Windows 10's many privacy functions, allowing you to prevent the snooping on what you do. Options are color-coded so you can see at a glance whether something is safe to change/disable or not. In W10 Privacy 2, you can now set the program to disable Windows 10's own update mechanism and replace it with its own. Users can choose which updates to install and which to ignore. This isn't something everyone should do, but you can easily reverse the steps should you need to. Before you can use this function, you need to download some additional components. Follow these steps. Download W10 Privacy 2 and unzip it to a folder on your hard drive. Download Sexic, part of Stool's package, and copy it into the W10 Privacy folder. Download the Windows Update PowerShell module from TechNet and unzip it to a subfolder in the W10 Privacy folder. Right-click W10Privacy.exe and choose Run as Administrator from the context menu. Choose to make a system restore point. It's also worth making a full system backup, just in case. Go to Extras in GT, Windows Updates to manage the options. There are 6 different checkboxes. None are enabled by default. They are: Windows Update module exists, must be provided previously by user to the W10 Privacy folder. Sexic.exe in W10 Privacy folder, must be provided by user. W10 Privacy adaptation of this Windows Update module. Configure fake sys server. W10 Privacy is located in a path/folder without spaces. Do not consider drivers in update search. Assuming you want to manage updates manually, check the first 5 options. The 6th option lets you decide whether to list drivers alongside updates. This is up to you. Click Set Changed Settings, then click the Start Checking for Updates button and you'll be shown any new updates that have yet to be installed and can choose what action to take. Once you're in charge of your updates, run the software regularly and check to make sure you don't miss any important updates. Update. It appears the link for the Windows Update PowerShell module is dead. However, you can still install the module in any of the following ways. You can use PowerShell J to install using this command. Install module names Windows Update. Or you can use a mirror link from Major Geeks. Credits. How to get total control over Windows 10's automatic updates.
For Windows 10 home users, try the following method from Windows Central. Basically, you will disable the reboot service, not the update service. You can then reboot whenever you want. Please note, you need administrator privileges, but I assume you already have it since you are using Windows Home Edition. From a Windows Explorer window, rename the file. C:\system32\tasks\microsoft\windows\update orchestrator\reboot. Assuming your %vendor% is C:\to reboot.old. Note, you will be asked for administrator access here. Create a directory named reboot in C:\system32\tasks\microsoft\windows\update orchestrator\. This will prevent Windows from recreating a file with the same name. Note, you will be asked for administrator access here. Reboot the machine. This will reset all of the services and prevent the reboot service from starting. Please note, this is not promoted by Microsoft. But then again, neither is controlling your own boot schedule, so take that MS. Seriously, if you don't know what you are doing, understand the risks you are taking by following any directions off the internet. This is certainly simple enough that an understanding of Windows 95 would help explain what is happening here.
The State of Windows Update, beginning 2019. Microsoft has been taking great pains to make Windows updates inevitable, which is why the traditional methods don't work anymore or only work for a limited time. Microsoft has been adding system services that cannot be disabled, whose purpose is to update Windows. Chief among these is the Update Orchestrator service, tasked with downloading, installing, and verifying the updates. If stopped, the computer can no longer download and install the updates, which is why it can only be disabled for the current session, and will be re-enabled on the next reboot. The service that is charged with making Windows Update unstoppable is the new Windows Update Medic service, tasked with keeping Windows Update functioning. It is this service that undoes all the traditional methods for blocking Windows Update, so that periodically and unexpectedly, one will find out that the Windows Update settings have been reset to their original values and that Windows has gone back to forcing updates upon the user. The Windows Update Medic service itself cannot be disabled at all. Any attempt to do so will end with the message "access is denied." Nevertheless, there exists a third-party product that can block Windows Update Blocker. This free product is portable and can disable/enable Windows Update with one click. In fact, it can also block any other unblockable Windows service. It is reported as still working in 2018. Using a third-party product may, in the long run, be surer than relying upon Windows' semi-documented features which may change without notice. Some more free products may be found in this answer of mine, which use the Windows API that allows any program to veto an impending shutdown.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.